fast food drops are coming out fast and furious. I think they're gearing up for the spring because the King had something to say about it. Now they have their new Whopper. They didn't actually announce the winner of that Whopper contest, and that's kind of like weird, but they did drop another Whopper, the Steakhouse Whopper, and they also brought back their jalapeno cheddar bites, so that is what's on the agenda today. You guys already know what it is, man. I appreciate it. Drop a thumbs up, like, hit that sub button. A lot of people hitting the sub button recently, and I cannot thank you enough. It really does help me a lot and help this channel be able to do some nice things like upgrade the camera, but you guys already know the vibes, man. Let's get into this video. So the Steakhouse Whopper is their regular Whopper, of course, but here are the changes on this one. So you have crispy fried onions and bacon, you have A1 steak sauce, and then a peppercorn aioli. So that is what the difference is. There's also Swiss cheese on this, but they do Swiss cheese on other Whoppers. You can ask for it on any Whopper, actually. A couple of observations before I try this. Normally their Whoppers, there's like doubles and triples. This only comes in single. Doesn't bother me, but if I'm really hungry, it might. The other thing I noticed is that in addition to the fries, onion rings, and halfsies, which you can get with a combo, halfsies is a combination of fries and onion rings. You now have the option of getting mozzie sticks or mozzarella sticks, chicken fries, or their churro fries, 4, 8, and 12, small, medium, and large, respectively. I like the options of being able to customize your combo meal, so I do think that is a W from the King. A lot of people have something to say about the burger. Hey, ain't these illegal now? Plastic. Give me back the plastic. Paper straw. Whack. That is a Coke Zero. Anyway, let's try this Whopper out. That just really upset me. There you go. One more shot before I bite the hell out of this thing. What the hell was that? Crispy onion. This is only half relevant to this review, but I do have to say this. I still love Whoppers. I still love Burger King. I think Whoppers are really good. That flame broiled taste is just a W for me. This is a really busy burger. I get where they're going with the steakhouse because first things you get, salty bacon, the A1 sauce, obviously the Whopper taste, the flame broiled taste, and the Swiss cheese, all kind of meld into one. Then you almost wait for it, and that peppercorn aioli comes through. It basically tastes like a really peppery mayo. And when I get my steak, sometimes I do like when they have those like peppercorns on the top, and that's what this reminds me of. Because a Whopper has that flame grilled taste with these crispy onions, it really does give off the vibe of a steakhouse burger. I don't really put A1 sauce on my steak. I am a purist when it comes to steak a little bit, but it does work on a burger. I get A1 sauce at times at Five Guys, so I like the taste of that as well. And the onions, the crispy onions, are still really crispy. Add in the acid from the tomato, and then if you like wet leaves, you get lettuce on this burger, and you've got yourself a nice little burger. It kind of reminds me of a fancier rodeo burger. And if you're new to the channel, I freaking love rodeo burgers. I like this burger. I'm a Whopper fan. If you're not, you may not like this. But for me, this is better than anything they had for those 3 contests. No disrespect to the people who came up with those concepts of burgers, but for my taste bud, this just suits me a lot more. One of their better Whoppers that, in my opinion, they've put out recently. I would give this an 8 out of 10, of course, on a chain scale. Really, really nice. I want to get to those jalapeno bites. I used to like those. This isn't the first time those are out. But I need to just say hello to the zesty sauce onion ring combo. French fry combo. The fries were free. If you use the app, any order that you make, you pay extra $1. And they give you any size fries. Clearly, I picked large because why wouldn't you? But let's go on to these jalapeno cheddar bites. Small, you get 4 in an order. They also come in orders of 8 as well. $1.59 for the 4-piece, and then it's $2.59 for the 8-piece. They're like little jalapeno poppers. The thing you'll notice when you bite into these, if they haven't changed, is that The jalapenos are just little diced up pieces of it. I had these, I think they came out back in 2020. If you look on my page, one of the first outside reviews that I did, I was standing outside Burger King in 2020, right when I just started. This was in that review, I believe. I had to. They put in work with those. There's nothing fancy about them. They're little fried, almost like wedge-like looking things, with cheese and jalapeno in here. But I'll give them credit. There actually is a spice level to these. Fast food spicy. It's not incredibly spicy, but it's spicy enough that at least I know I'm getting jalapenos, and they're really creamy on the inside, and outside are really crispy. I'm a sucker for jalapeno poppers. I prefer the ones that have the cream cheese inside, but I still like the cheddar ones. Damn, I should have got 8. I like these too. One of my favorite sides of Burger King. Nice job this time. That might be better than any other sides they have out right now, to me, because I'm not the biggest fan of like their chicken fries and stuff. Fast food scale, I'll give them an 8.5. Really keep this on the menu type of vibe from Burger King. And I like it. So this one goes out to all my millennials and the people who are listening. You're a millennial. Listen up. There's this thing that has been trending on the internet now. Now, it started with millennial burger restaurants, but it actually has now progressed to what I just see millennial restaurants. I've seen other people kind of making a meme out of these things. So what it means is it's like this brick rustic aesthetic. I'm giving examples of it, not exactly what it means. With overpriced food and like artisan type of vibe to it, where people feel like you're paying more for the vibe than the restaurant. I didn't realize that was only put towards millennials, but the only thing I have to say about it is I think we've just now reached the age where we're everybody's punching bag. Most of the things that we do or did back then are now dated the way that I think growing up we looked at people in the 80s and the 70s. Because if you're a millennial, you grew up in the 90s and the 2000s. That's now decades ago. And the way we looked at afros and the weird stuff that we saw in the 70s is now our aesthetic. It's now just, I guess, looked at as kind of cringe. I'm not one of those people that get upset when people make fun of like millennials as a whole. So it doesn't bother me, because to me it's one of those things that the way I used to look at things my parents used to listen to, say, and do. My parents went to high school in the 80s. And when I looked at pictures of them and how they dressed and the things that they did, I was like, man, that's so corny. And they were like, you just had to be there. I think we finally reached that stage where we're decades removed from being the cool generation, that it's just our time. And with the internet, it is amplified times 1,000, because you're getting everyone's opinion instead of just people around you. But I thought it was funny. I do vividly remember and still see restaurants that look like that. And I actually didn't like them as well. I don't really like getting, a $25 when they say the burger is farm-raised USDA choice bison with, arugula, and they try to make everything sound very a certain way. There are some restaurants that I've done on this channel that I would consider that. Some of them are pretty good, but the one thing that I always knew is like the prices are always insane for like they'll give you a burger like this big, but it's like $21. So we've just reached that. A lot of we've been getting made fun of for a while with like our cringe millennial stuff. We're just old, man. That's just the way it is. And to the younger generations, whether you are a part of Gen Z or maybe you're a part of Gen Alpha, just understand this. Your time will come. Father Time is undefeated, I have a bag. If I don't know if you heard that. Father Time is undefeated. It comes for us all. And hopefully, and I mean that sincerely, you will get old because it's the only thing that you can do that's guaranteed. If you're not getting older, you might not be with us anymore. And it's just a part of life, man. It's just what it is. One day, your knees will crack too. Your hair will gray too. Your hairline might leave too. Unless you're going to Turkey. And they're going to be making fun of the stuff that you wore and said and dressed. The thing that I laugh at the most now, for me personally, is the fact that one, I wore Timberlands with everything. Like, where I grew up, we wore Tims with damn near everything. And I mean everything. I used to wear sweatpants and Tims. Out the house willingly, number one. And number two, the size of the clothes that we wore back then. I wouldn't get a t-shirt if it wasn't 3X or above. I'm not even joking with you. Like, if you handed me an XL t-shirt back then, I'd have been like, I'm not wearing that young ass t-shirt. Excuse me for cursing. We used to call it young when something was too tight. And the jeans, it used to be like size 42s and above. I ain't never had 42 inch waist. We used to have belts just ratcheted up to everywhere. And like, they be sagging and you be having to hold your pants up. But we still walked around like that, man. And that's what we did. It was cool. The last thing that makes me laugh, now, I'm mainly talking about a certain type of fashion. Brand names back then were a lot different. But in the 2000s, I laugh at this because I can't. We laugh at all these younger people now that was like, wear like accessories and mad accessories and stuff, right? But dudes used to walk out. I'm sorry. I could close my eyes and laugh about this. People will walk outside with 2 headbands on, wristbands on. I've seen dudes go to the club in an icy white, like a large oversized t-shirt, a pair of jeans, and a towel. Like a straight up, like Tom Brady taking snaps towel and be outside. And then the tin chains that people used to wear, you get from the little kiosk in the mall. And your neck be turning all kinds of colors with the fake diamonds and the oversized fitteds. We used to have fitteds, bro. I used to wear my fitted hats, which I wouldn't be caught dead outside without a fitted hat on. Like snapback, no way. And the fitted used to be like way too small, too large, I should say. And I would wear like a 7 5/8, 7 1/2, and it would be like this over my eyes in the front with a do-rag on. It was the time, man. But our day has come. We're all, like, yeah, everybody call us Unc now and all that other stuff. And look, it's going to happen to y'all too. Y'all going to get to this point. And Gen Alpha is going to be like 21, 22 years old and laughing at the stuff y'all do. All the little TikTok trends y'all think is cool. The little clothing stuff that you do. The way that your cell phone, everything that y'all do is going to be considered dated and corny. And you're going to go, people don't do that no more. So get ready, buckle up. I think it's funny as hell, though. I be laughing at stuff like that. That's good humor to me. It don't matter. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. You can see I devoured this burger because it was fire. So, I appreciate y'all. And we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.